General Jack Keane, who, of course, is a regular here with Andrew, Vice Chief of Staff of the US Army at one point and four-star general, and I really enjoyed talking to him. He's now the chairman of the Institute for the Study of War. General, good to see you again. Are you optimistic this will hold?
Yeah, well, I think it has a fair chance to it for a couple of reasons. One is the Israelis had a very limited objective here. You know, other like in Gaza, which was defeat Hamas and destroy as many of the fighters as possible, and they've defeated them and they're winding that down now. The objective here was limited. It really was to clear Hezbollah out of the southern part of Lebanon, and also that the Hezbollah would not fire into northern Israel. There was no thought that they would go in and try to defeat the entire Hezbollah organization. But to achieve this end, they really got a hold of Hezbollah in terms of breaking their will. They decapitated their leadership for weeks, as we've all seen. They destroyed 60-70% of their rockets and missile arsenal and focused on primarily ballistic long-range missiles. And then they drove the Hezbollah out of the southern part of Lebanon and destroyed all the infrastructure. That's what forced Hezbollah to the negotiating table. And then one other key thing, Steve, is that the Iranians told Hezbollah, take the deal. And that is really indicative of what I've been saying for some time. The Iranians are back on their heels. What has happened to Hamas, a very significant proxy that they have, largely defeated as a result of October the 7th. Hezbollah defeated in terms of the objectives it was trying to achieve. And even the Iranians themselves, Steve, they've lost their air defense systems. The Israelis stripped it away in their last attack, and they're sitting there naked as a result of that somewhat defenseless in terms of a potential air campaign against them. And look they haven't reattacked the Israelis. I think the Israelis have deterred Iran in a way that we have not seen since Iran has become a power in the Middle East.
Jack, you know better than anyone, it just takes one small mistake, if you like. Someone fires a missile there where they weren't supposed to, or somebody else within Lebanon itself blows someone up in a suicide bomb. I mean, these are the things that really overall command has no control over, and I guess the world's just got to keep its fingers crossed, and particularly the Israelis who are going to move back into that residential area, just hope doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, they put in this deal something that was interesting, and Hezbollah really fought against it for some time. It's really what held up the agreement, and that is the Israelis want to have, as part of the agreement, if Hezbollah violates it and comes south, once again, they have the authority to attack immediately. Who's supposed to prevent that from happening are the Lebanese army who will be occupying the south. Now listen, so our audience understands, there was a resolution 1701 by the UN after the 2006 war ended in Lebanon with the Israelis. And to enforce that, peace enforcers have been in Lebanon all of these years since then, and during this military incursion that's taken place. And obviously they failed to stop Hezbollah from coming south. The Israelis are very suspicious whether the Lebanese army will be able to stop Hezbollah if they really want to come south. And that is why they had this provision to attack immediately and stop any kind of incursion, however small or however large.